In the late 19th century, Frederick Taylor's fundamental idea was the strict hierarchical separation of thinking from action. Those on top controlled and directed, those on the bottom worked, leaving thinking to those on top. That was called management. And today?
7 computers are manufactured every second. Our world is smart and fast. The issues are highly complex. Traditional management alone can no longer guarantee control. Nowadays, businesses must be able to change direction quickly in order to respond to complex market mechanisms. But how? Metafinanz has taken the leap into the airy heights of flexibility. Welcome to Changeland.
Our most important objective was decentralization. We went from a hierarchical structure with 10 main business lines to a large organization comprising 40 business areas. This decentralization allows us to more closely address our customers' needs. And all those who aren't in direct proximity to the team, our center shops and these, are focused on supporting these business areas in successfully adding value for our customers. We've put the focus on the team here, a huge change.
On many levels, Metafinanz is now on its way to becoming a more flexible organization. For instance, since May 2017, the newly established business areas have developed into completely autonomous, self-managed entities.
We act and operate like a family, pursuing a common goal together. We're going to have more opportunities, more diversity, a much better understanding of our customers' needs, simply because we're much closer to the business.
A team comprising representatives of all Metafinanz areas discusses and adjusts every stage of the change process, because freer systems require sensitive and discerning management.
Firma Metafinanz, Sie sprechen mit Markus Stürenberg.
In a flexible world, management is a big issue. Without it, even a flexible world can't function. But how to manage? Before, I used to delegate. Now I try to find allies who like my idea and are prepared to help me implement it.
Key to the new Metafinanz, where every individual is given more responsibility, is a completely new perception of management. So, management is no longer a position within a hierarchy. Instead, it's a role one takes on with respect to a particular issue in a particular group.
Thus, many executives became redundant overnight and had to find new roles at Metafinanz.
On January 1st, 2018, the entire business line management suffered this fate.
That was the last official business line meeting in a structure in which I was still the boss or disciplinary line manager for the staff. Eliminating the management is a very, very painful process. Worst case could be, I don't know how to contribute to this company's success in a meaningful way. As I understand it, this is even a good thing. It's my firm belief this change can only succeed if every person undergoes constructive self-scrutiny. My personal crisis was, up until a few years ago, I worked solely on client projects, then got into management responsibilities, and now I'm having trouble finding the way back. So I've undergone a 360-degree change over the last years. It's really bad.
And how does Metafinanz encourage each individual to think and act entrepreneurially? What new mechanisms are needed? Meta reporting enables every employee to be his or her own controller.
Ein Controller zu sein.
Exactly. And that's what really interests staff. What's my project status?
Das soll in erster Linie
Primarily, it's supposed to motivate me to understand what I'm doing, what I'm investing my time in. and of course also to think entrepreneurially.
Selber unternehmerisch zu denken.
The sexy thing about this change is we've turned Metafinanz around. We're no longer operating from Leopold Street to the customer, but from the customer to Leopold Street.
Kunden zur Leopoldstraße.
Mittlerweile glaube
I've come to believe that many business areas, many teams are excited about this because I see huge potential on the customer projects.
Potenzial, wenn ich aufs Ende
When I look at where we stood at the end of last year compared to where we stand today, that is a pretty fundamental change.
ziemlich fundamental, wie wir uns verändert haben.
The reorganization at Metafinanz is now complete, offering more proximity to business, more responsibility on all levels through decentralization and less hierarchy.
Now Metafinanz can make decisions faster in the right place and maintain momentum and flexibility in times of growth. We hope our customers can feel it.
Metafinanz. We ensure success.